We're here at the Stockton Thunder Arena for Military Appreciation Week, and behind us is our memorial with over 6,000 names of the young men and women from OIF, Iraq, and Afghanistan who made the ultimate sacrifice. Mike and I are, first of all, best friends, also co-founders and directors of Welcome Home Heroes, an organization that we are really tremendously proud of. The organization was basically founded to fill in the gap between the time these young men and women returned from service from Iraq and Afghanistan and get evaluated by the VA until they get compensated of some sorts by the Department of Defense. And I have to tell you that the requests, especially lately with Iraq over and all of these young people coming back from Afghanistan, have been absolutely enormous. We're very proud of our organization, as I said, because we believe that it's kind of a unique situation. Every nickel, every dime that we collect, as I said, we're a 501c3, we're a nonprofit organization, goes to these young veterans. Not one dime goes anyplace else. There are no salaries, there are no fees, there are no general administrative expenses and what have you. It's all contributed by us and the local community. As I mentioned, Mike and I are brothers to the end. And as you notice, I'm wearing a blue star pin, which kind of signifies that I have a young man or son in harm's way. In fact, my son leaves tomorrow morning for another tour in Afghanistan. You'll notice that Mike wears a gold star pin. Mike lost his son in Fallujah, and we're standing in front of panel number 2, which is dedicated to Mike Anderson Jr. I've always told Mike that I cannot imagine the pain that he has gone through and the ordeal that he has gone through, and I don't want to imagine the pain and the ordeal that he's gone through. Just imagine standing at your front door and waiting and seeing the military vehicle pull up to your house, and there's no place to hide, there's no place to go. When my son was on his last tour in Iraq and Afghanistan, he's a F-18 Super Hornet pilot. He carried Mike's Jr.'s picture with him throughout the whole combat tour, and we're very proud of that. I don't mind telling you, and Mike I know is going to say the same thing, that we're worried. We're very worried about our young people in the military today. Not, of course, just for the sacrifices of these 6,000 people here, but for those that served in the military, those that are currently serving in the military, those that are coming back and need our help. And that's what we're there for. We're very passionate about our help and about helping these young people. And so we kind of hope that you'll see this video and feel the same passion that we do about helping these young people who are coming back and maybe join in. It doesn't have to be Welcome Home Heroes, it could be any organization. Wounded Warriors, that's how this whole thing got started, is a great organization, a national organization. Our organization is more on the local level. Mike, you want to add in and contribute to some of the things that we've talked about?
I would, I'd like to expand just a little bit on what Vince said about our Welcome Home Heroes, the organization that we founded and represent. Again, to expand on what he said, we have no brick and mortar, we have no expenses. Everything that we do is volunteer, and we have a tremendous volunteer group that assists us throughout different organizations and different events that we put on. There is a big gap, and we are there to bridge the gap between VA, the returning soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen that return from country, from war. We assist. We don't have to meet by board or committee or spend 2 or 3 weeks making a decision. We can make a decision within hours and have funds or whatever the needs may be, fuel cards in the hands of the needy veteran literally within hours. I have met Vince at the airport on multiple occasions where he'll fly in a check or fly in something, and I'll grab it and go meet the veteran that's in need, again, on a moment's notice. So again, we're very proud of what we do. He and I wake up like this every day. It's not going to change anytime soon. What he did fail to mention is that he, being himself a Marine Corps veteran, he gets it. Of course, his son is preparing to go in harm's way once again. So again, we wake up like this every day. So we appreciate all the support. We appreciate the assistance from our sponsors and those that are standing behind us and helping us.
To you veterans out there, we want to say God bless you. Thank you for your service to our country. and we're here to support you in any way that we can. So we have a great event here tonight. We're going to be doing several events this year. Hopefully this video is going to go on our website. It's welcomehomeheroes.org, www.welcomehomeheroes.org. You got to be under 28 years old to know all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I love you, Michael.
Thanks, man.
And thank you so very much for supporting us. God bless.
God bless.
Now, please join in singing the national anthem that will be played by the Spirit of the 59th Brass Quartet from the California Army National Guard. To you, Michael Bank of Agriculture and Commerce.
Joined by Chris Anderson.
Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike Anderson. Yeah. How you doing tonight, Mike?
I'm doing well. It's a great turnout tonight. It's a good crowd. We're going to have a lot of fun.
What do you think about the Stockton Thunder hosting the Military Appreciation Weekend?
I think it's outstanding. I really can't say enough about it. For an organization to come together to remember, not only remember our fallen, but remember our current military members that are serving, our veterans, it's huge. It's a big deal.
Did you serve yourself in the military or any branch?
I did not serve in the military. My son, who's right behind us on this panel, Mike Jr., Corporal Michael D. Anderson Jr., gave his life in Fallujah, Iraq, during the battle for Fallujah in 2004, December of 2004.
Can you talk a little about what made your son decide to go in the military? Why he chose that?
He kind of always had, kind of some high-speed intentions growing up. Skateboarded, surfed, raced bicycles, raced motorcycles. Had about 15, he decided he was going to join the military, make that part of his life moving forward. Then he decided to be a Marine at 17, joined up, and did some really good missions all around the world.
You must be very proud to have a son that served and gave his life. To talk about how proud are you of your son?
Absolutely, I'm very, very proud of him. He's Mike Jr., he's my firstborn, he's my only son. I'm extremely proud of all of our kids that are currently serving today, the men and women in uniform that choose to defend this nation, to allow us to do what we're doing here tonight, to go have fun and celebrate and work and worship the way that we choose. My hat's off to all of them.
I want to thank you for your time, and thank you for all the people that serve our great country, that we're allowed to have the freedom we do.
Hoorah, thank you, thank you.
The Stockton Thunders fans would like to thank you for your service. God bless you, and God bless America.
Okay, we are back here at the Stockton Arena where they are hosting Military Appreciation Weekend, and I am here with Julie. She is from Tracy, and she has 2 kids, a son that served in Iraq, and she has a daughter that's currently serving in Afghanistan, correct?
She just came home.
She just came home. Can you talk a little bit about how many tours your son served and how he died? And just, you must be proud as a mother that you have 2 kids that serve.
I'm proud of my children for serving. My son was a Marine. He served in Iraq 2 tours. The first tour he was injured and received a Purple Heart. He was in the Battle of Fallujah. He actually was serving next to Mike Anderson Jr. And the second tour, he went back to Iraq and he was killed January 20th, 2006 by a vehicle terrorist.
Now, is your daughter home, or is she going to be going back to serve?
She's home. She's stationed in San Diego right now, and I hope that she doesn't have to go back.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about your son? You have a pin on your shirt, and did you have that made in honor, or did someone come to you and say that they wanted to make that for you?
I had it made. We do a memorial for Brandon every year. We just had the 7th year since he's been killed, and all his friends still come to the memorial every year. I'm amazed. We have 50 people come, and so I had these pins made to give out. I also wear a bracelet with his name, and we do the business cards we give to everyone because we do not want our children to be forgotten.
What do you think about the Stockton Thunder hosting this Military Appreciation Weekend?
It's absolutely awesome. I'm a Stockton Thunder fan. I have a 12-pack. I come to every other game, so to have this for our military is awesome.
Okay, thank you for joining me, and tell your daughter thank you for serving all the people out there that we appreciate their service.
Thank you for doing this. Thank you.
We're back at the Stockton Arena where they're hosting Military Appreciation Night, and I'm joined by Mike Anderson, and Military Appreciation Night is put on by Welcome Home Heroes. And I'd like to thank Mike Anderson for giving me his time and to interview him.
Well, thank you, and thanks for having me. Again, it's going to be a great night tonight. We've got a lot of folks in uniform. The military is well represented. We've got some Gold Star families here, active duty and veterans. It's a good group tonight.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you for all the people that serve our great country.
Thank you.
have been lost in the line of duty.